Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to Tano, hunted them down, and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through... Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise.
Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah. first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and I'll bring her to Cauldron's prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
I'll be all Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. And they say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here. Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while? I need time to think.
Your horse is Corporal Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood. One of the good families.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
The Ramseys are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Lady Emily, you're all right. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. I need my signet ring. Traitors.
Throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play.
One night at the Budamaras, one night. I'm covered in shankers.
Worse than
Goodbye, you entitled bastard. This won't leave my hand again. No time for that now. Anton Sokolov made this lock. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague. I better take these. The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah. I have a feeling I'll need these. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. I'll need this. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. Dunwall. Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it. Traitorous dog. I need to find a ship. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up. I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it. You've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Getting so one can't even breathe no more. Can I read? Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters, and then some. Someone's gotta give. today.
You aren't.
Whoa! What was that?
Damn it! My leg! It hurts! It's you and me now! She's wounded! Let's finish her!
Hey, who is... I'll kill you for that!
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah.
Emily Caldwin is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Maybe I should have it looked at. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that. Well, a little pus is all right, but this?
Citizens of Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Atano, wanted for murder and treason.
Nothing, then.
Some kind of trouble in this part of town? Honestly, why can't they keep all that riffraff in a separate place?
Special edition. Empress Delilah Caldwin, rightful heir to the throne, has taken power in Dunwall. The usurper, Emily Atano, and the murderous royal protector have been arrested.
Get out of here.
You have until tomorrow to print it.
I never should have listened to your rubbish.
Don't make a pig's ear of this printer.
Help me!
You're not fit for the watch uniform.
Guard! Someone! I don't want to die!
Road is blocked by order of the City Watch.
Locked? What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
I'll search
I'll check around here.
Gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Whoa!
No!
What was that?
Damn it! Hey! Who is... Revenge! I'm going in!
The Empress! You know what to do! Who's there?
What? Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I'm a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a killer in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But Delilah and the Duke are flies in the ointment, aren't they? How many of your own subjects are you ready to slaughter? And what are you willing to become? 15 years ago, I asked Corvo that last question. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn, Emily.
burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. Corvo mentioned being here once.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. There are no stars in the sky here. There is no sky. Shouldn't be here. No one should.
Who is Delilah, really? How could she? I don't understand.
Delilah slit a man's throat for a pair of shoes and painted some of the most brilliant portraits of the age, all in the same year. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game, and now she's an empress. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is more off-kilter than I imagined. Everything has been turned inside out, but I'm not gonna stop fighting until it makes sense again. Karnaka's the southernmost port in the Empire, once proud but fallen into disarray. Under the new Duke, the Grand Serkonan Guard has gotten increasingly oppressive. Beatings and firing squads. The Bloodflies are said to be worse than ever. This is the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster keeps to herself, like she's hiding something. But she helped me escape Dunwall, and for now, I need a place to stay out of sight. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back. even if I have to burn this city to the ground.
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say. You're up.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There are reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers. The Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Why is this here? It's Delilah.
Or must I say, Your Imperial Majesty? I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. Swore I'd never further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
I'll always miss my lessons with Anton Sokolov. He made so many clever devices during my mother's time. The jewel of the South. My father's birthplace.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland, and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Admire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Maybe I should have it looked at. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that.
At least I have a job, which is more than he can say.
This.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
It's getting hard to breathe around
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe one of the recent importers from Warwick.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can...
That's Admire in the distance.
Take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contraband there is.
Outside us, crooked cock.
That's no way to live.
They give us a piece of the confiscation.
just once.
Who knows if the answer's gonna stop? This is just ridiculous. It's crazy. I mean...
Let's see what you've got.
So
hello there.
Careful with that sword. Grand Guard won't like it.
They don't want to listen to me. Next time, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Attano.
A day like yesterday. We're playing dice tonight. You win?
Foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory.
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Look at
Gutless merchants are all the same. Hands out, begging and whining.
Fellow Serkonans, let us
so many places I wanted to visit with you.
And the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now Royal Consort to the Emperor.
Somewhere near they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple
your face is covered.
of a beggar treated out of their home.
Will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Hey, come here. I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Wanna help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Your face is no concern of mine. You won't regret it. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death.
Infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
We don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin.
Being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me is excited about what happens if they find me.
And black heresy. The corruption is deep, without limits. The Abbey is at war in the fight to save your eternal spirit. Be wary for the agents of the Outsider. Heed my words and save yourself.
Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis. But the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading this city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away, anarchy will befall this city. A chaos not seen since the time of the Great Burning. Karnaca has but one chance to save itself, and that is to return to the fold, to take solace once again in the litany on the White Cliffs.
This year's bloodfly concern
A girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply, until she confessed to playing alone in an empty woodcarver shop at the edge of town. Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in the cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low. Some small trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal.
running around over there?
Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us.
Against the outsider.
The girl was taken from her home the next night, me, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal.
Give in.
Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We hardened ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we saved countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. I say this now to all the faithful in our society. Your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens rise and fall, but a succession of overseers will watch you for the entirety of your lifetime, shielding you from the outer horrors of the void and from the spoiled touch of the outsider himself. Hold closest to the 7 strictures.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft some of the boxes done enclave.
And that the Duke of Circinus is in her thrall, as is there in parlors and alehouses across the Empire. Do not doubt.
It seems
we will verify this
far
claim,
worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the Isles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare.
Dunwall Tower,
Techniques
and at the
applied
end of
by
it all,
anyone but
the
most
Abbey
faithful,
will
resolute
stand
overseers
in the ashes.
Heresy. I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what
There is a
might
tale,
accomplish
a
if they took the
decade and a
music
half
boxes
old.
and perverted them
A
to their
tale
own
most often shared from
Exactly,
overseer to
brother.
overseer.
Much better to protect such a
apart
powerful
from the
tool.
flocks entrusted to our
Assemble
care.
them in secret
Apart from
and
those
dispatch
we
them
give our
across the Empire.
lives to both chastise
What's going on
and
here?
protect.
What was that?
Sometimes this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves, and sometimes it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the Rat Plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased, so grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. Stay to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox and fish from the cold ocean. Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void, and all manner of things are destroyed. Set a table for your family that will keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no shame should your neighbor come to sup with you. Let not the wanderer into your home, friends. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed.
Even though I don't fully
Those
understand
who
the
wander
situation,
are untethered
we'll
by
wait for the right
family
overseer.
and neighbors for reasons tested and true.
Where are you?
Will not allow the shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering. To prevent even one among us from wandering through that endless night for time without end.
Trying.
The life well lived, in keeping with the seventh scripture, is the end of existence, the peace of non-being. Only those who turn from the seven strictures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
That surrounds us all and threatens to devour the earth and sky and all things in between. Trust in the Abbey, my friends. Trust in the Abbey. Stay to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox and fish from the cold ocean. Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void, and all manner of things are destroyed. Set a table for your family that will keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no shame.
Come on, come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got it. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
I don't even like to hear them talk. They're called lower class for a reason. Low, lower, lowest. And the smell.
What is all this? What's going on here?
That's not right!
Holy shit! Here we are!
Protect me!
No, you get away! Come back here! No way!
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement.
Time to collect this bounty.
As a response to
Let's go!
is restricted.
I'll tear you to pieces!
She's wounded! Citizens moving between home
What's going on here?
Protect me!
Wait, I'll look over there.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute. Now the power's down.
Two more months, she says. Then she'll leave him. I can wait. So he says, keep alert, and I...
The Addermeyer Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say Dr. Hypatia's brilliant. But if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
again. Should we check it out?
Nah. I'm just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore. But you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out here to check on things. It's odd, but he keeps an eye on Addermeyer.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on here. After last night, I'm sure of that. I saw something. Whatever I saw, it didn't move like a person.
Before I got transferred to Addermeyer, I saw one of the Crown Killer crime scenes. Whoever tore that old couple apart, they were enjoying it.
So what do you think?
I don't know. Coming back at dawn, smudges of blood on the windows. I don't know what to think. Maybe the Duke found some new bear.
Some of the men are asking about the situation here. Why we got 2 squads assigned to Addermeyer to watch one woman.
Oh, are they really?
Yes, sir.
What I wouldn't give for an entire squad that never asked questions.
It is odd, sir. There aren't even any patients here anymore. The men don't understand what's so important about Dr. Hypatia. What should I say when it comes up?
Next time someone mentions it, just tell them that the Duke will have us flayed alive if anything happens to her.
That's clear enough.
Sure she stays where we want her. Hypatia never leaves Addermeyer. Remember that.
Sir, it's just that the other night she went missing, and I still don't see how she got out.
Maybe we're not clear on this, Corporal. In case anyone asks, the good doctor never leaves the grounds unless it's on official business for the Duke. Got it?
I think I...
Someone's gotta give.
That's the watchtower.
my dreams have taken a turn towards the disturbing. Even rest eludes me. Duke Bell seemed overprotective at first, but increasingly, I'm a prisoner in my own lab. The soldiers stationed here leave me alone, but even then I feel like I'm being watched. What really saddens me is the loss of my work. I've always thrived on my connection to the people who need me the most. The workers and their families. Each time I hear there's been an outbreak of some fever or some new condition among the miners, it pains me that I am not with them, working to ease their suffering.
This is twisted.
I've gotten something under my fingernails again. What was I working with? Iodine, perhaps? I didn't used to lose things like this. A disease of the memory, perhaps. A common affliction for the gifted. Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Kirin Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? The patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just... I used to do such good work, and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me. The Duke must see reason. I need more patience. There's so much I could do here. Like when Adamire first opened.
Grand Guard personnel, on orders from the Duke, anyone discussing Adamire with non-authorized persons...
Terribly wrong. I can't put my finger on it.
Oh well. One night, I'm covered in shankers.
That's what I wanted.
I can think of a few laws I'm going to rewrite. No more rabble-rousers.
So many hands built this place, and it is so grand. Was so grand. It could have been a paradise for all. I see a line collapse
collapsing on a dozen workers. A beggar succumbs to blood flies. The cat sleeps on a velvet pillow.
Shift changes and watchtower operations.
Alexandria Hypatia.
What was that? Whatever. That's what I wanted. No, no, no! All right, here we go. Oh well. Kiss the outsiders.
the outsider's balls for luck.
Are you all right?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the crown killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 587.
I've always wondered what the flesh tastes like, my dear assistant. They told me I'd taste royal blood when they took the throne. They lied.
She's gone. What happened?
That's what I wanted.
Oh well.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! This is crackers. What? Huh? Somebody's down! What?
There's nothing to do.
I'm coming! Come out wherever you are.
In there? How is he?
He's losing it. Yelling nonsense for hours.
Did you understand any of it?
They have to know something. A monster. Some beast that wanted to scoop the brains out of his skull.
I see. Keep this to yourself, will you?
Get another shift.
No need to spread
Without-
silliness.
What was that? Stay sharp. Nothing here.
Be on your guard. Right, boys?
Found anything? Keep your eyes peeled.
Nothing.
No luck.
Look everywhere.
Nothing. Come on,
We need to
show
find
yourself.
something.
We're all
Anything.
waiting for you.
Nothing. Shit.
Just trash blowing in the wind.
This whole business has me on pins and needles. Jump you at anything.
I'm always alert. Always. They don't gotta say it twice.
Why? When? Gonna see me.
I'm not seeing things.
Odd times. Hard times. Gotta be on the lookout.
Who opened this door?
Oh, maybe the wind or something.
Whatever.
Someone's
What was
shooting
that?
at us!
I know where you
has to be
are!
hiding over
Someone
there!
help!
Come back! Unfly! Help! No! Get...
Hopefully it's inside. Vasco's notes.
I finally understand it. There's a part of Hypatia that
Something's missing.
it's always there, riding along in her mind, takes over, and forces her to use more of the original serum with some regularity. The Duke keeps her here, and, if I'm right, sends her out on diabolical assignments. Hypatia is the one the newspapers are calling the Crown Killer. She leaves and comes back, leaving bloody footprints. But there's a cure.
I hope this works.
Hello? Oh, Alexandria. I was just... No. It's you!
Yes, Vasco, my love. You're found out, and now we have some experiments to conduct. Come, I'll make you comfortable.
Ah! No!
Grand Guard personnel, remember, the back dock is restricted to shift changes and watchtower operations.
It's ready. You're Hamilton? Why did they lock you up? You know something?
I swear, I know what I saw. In the eyes, as if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key. I thought I could... I don't know. What a fool I was.
When I catch you, I'm going to take my time. No, no, no! Not back to sleep! I won't go. I won't give it back!
Dr. Hypatia?
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me.
Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No. Someone was poisoning you. But you should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry. I'm gonna take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale.
Place yet. I don't like it. Ready now?
Yes. Let's get back to the ship.
Did you find Sokolov?
No. But Hypatia was the crown killer.
What? I don't believe you.
The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her, but there was an antidote, so she's alive. If she remembers the murders, she'll have to deal with that.
What about Sokolov?
They gave him to a man named Kieran Jindosh. Do you know him?
Everybody knows him. The grand inventor of Serkonos.
Then he's next. Let's hope Anton's all right. In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. His inventions transformed the city. I watched from the tower as they changed the capital into a prison, and listened as he drank and laughed, telling my mother time and again how brilliant he was. After her death, Sokolov's inventions helped a tyrant take control of the Empire. Now, all these years later, Kieran Jindosh is Karnaka's genius. The mad inventor who's given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and kill the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.